Welcome to our channel. We're here with a new story. Before we dive into the story, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like the video, and leave a comment. Now, let's get into the story and enjoy your time listening. I'll tell you a legendary story from our village. Once upon a time, a woman lived in our village with her daughter. The woman had no husband. The girl was so beautiful that even as a child, everyone admired her beauty. As she grew up, she became a fairy-like girl. Many fortune tellers came to see her, and one would predict seeing her every day at the doorstep. Many people from other villages and cities came, asking to give the girl to them. Despite reaching the age to marry, she refused everyone. They said she was probably looking for someone like herself because of her beauty. However, she rejected handsome and even wealthy suitors. Eventually, she accepted a proposal, but without saying a word, they turned it down. The girl was 20 years old. The fortune tellers still kept coming, but they didn't even let them in anymore. They would say no at the door and send them away. One day, an old woman from the village saw this at the fountain. After asking how she was, the conversation turned to marriage. The old woman asked, "Are you still not thinking about getting married?" The girl laughed and said, "I'm already married." The woman was surprised and asked, "How are you married? Where is your husband?" The girl left, laughing, and the woman stared after her. Then these words spread, and the girl told the same thing to everyone she talked to in the village. She became known as crazy in the village, fortunately seeming unlikely to say yes to anyone anyway. Over time, significant changes occurred in the girl. She marveled at how neglected she was. She started neglecting herself even more. She stopped combing her hair. Her hair became like a mat, tangled like static electricity. She stopped caring about her clothes. No one could approach her because she smelled so bad, sometimes even soiling herself. She wandered aimlessly. The girl had completely lost herself. Rumors about her started again. Three-letter people said she was a ghost. Her mother went to the scholar several times but couldn't find a solution for her daughter's treatment. The girl started sitting in the garbage dump all day. She would wake up in the morning, go to the dump, and stay among the trash until evening. Her mother would forcibly take her home. Even if she brought her home, sometimes she would try to escape at night. So her mother would close all the doors and windows, checking if everything was locked. Unable to go outside, she would have a nervous breakdown at home. She would break things, scream, and pour everything. All the villagers witnessed these screams. Her mother brought a scholar to the village. When the scholar saw her, he said she was a demon. When she got married, she was sane, and this demon constantly took her to her own world. He threatened her not to tell anyone about it. The girl had no friends, no one to talk to. She lived everything within herself. That's when she started losing her mind, and she lost it when she claimed to have 3 children. Sometimes she would pretend to breastfeed the child. She would say the baby was crying and then get up. The scholar made an amulet for the girl, but it didn't work. One night, the whole village woke up to the girl's voice. They went to the top of a high mountain near the village, almost considered part of the village. The village was already in a mountainous area. They heard her voice throughout the village, but no one knew what she was saying because she spoke in an unknown language. They acted like they had gone mad, and they brought her back to her mother because she had gone crazy again. What happened that night was more than that. No villager could sleep until morning. Because the lights in that house flickered all night, screams and children's voices were heard from the house. Some claimed to hear baby sounds, but no one dared to enter the house. Hours later, 2 riders appeared in the village, kicking up dust as they approached the front of the girl's house. Upon seeing them, the girl came out. They mounted her on a horse, creating a whirlwind of dust. and vanished from sight. Since that day, no one has seen the girl again, whether dead or alive. Unable to bear the departure of her daughter, the mother quickly passed away. The whereabouts of the girl remain unknown, whether taken by humans or supernatural beings, shrouded in mystery.